Okay, now the topic is advantages and limitations of accounting. Advantages advantages of accounting. Generally, accounting means what? Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing, analyzing, and interpreting the financial transactions and communicating the end results to the interested parties. So, here some advantages will be there and some limitations will be there. See, first is what are the advantages of the accounting. Okay, so some several points will be there. So, first write down that points after writing I will discuss all this. Okay, under this first advantage is replacement of memory, replacement of memory. Then next one is evidence in court, evidence in court. Next is statement of taxation liability and settlement of taxation liability. Next is comparative study, comparative study. Next advantage is sale of business. Next is assistance to the insolvent person. Assistance to the insolvent persons. Next is assistance to various parties. Assistance to various parties. Next, facilitate in raising loans. Facilitating in raising loans. Next, assistance to the management. Assistance to the management. The next is facilitates facilitate control over assets. Control over assets. So these are the advantages of accounting. See here, first is replacement of memory. So in a large business, okay, now I will explain briefly about this. Okay, first is what? Replacement of memory. So in large business, it is very difficulty for a businessman to remember all those transactions. Suppose or big business or any large business, for a day they have to purchase different items or they sales into the business, so several transactions will be there, so that it is difficulty to remember all those transactions now. For it is we have to remember this day, but after 10 days we will remember that all those things from the first to last. No, we don't have that much of knowledge to remember all those things at a time while recording the transactions in the books of accounts. So that's why accounting provides records which will furnish information as and when desired, and that it replaces human memories. So that's why we have to write day-to-day transactions in the books of accounts. Okay, this is a replacement of memory. Next is evidence in court. Evidence in court means properly maintained accounts are often treated as a good evidence in the court to settle a dispute. So for in future any disputes will be coming, then that time, so this writing all the transactions or properly maintained books of accounts is a good evidence in the court to settle any disputes. This is evidence in court. Next is settlement of taxation liability. Next is what? Settlement of taxation liability. If proper accounts are maintained, okay, if accounts are properly maintained, it will be of great assistance to the businessman in settling the income tax and the sales tax liability. Otherwise, the tax authorities may impose any amount of the tax which businessman will have to pay. Okay, so at the end of the year, depending upon the profits, okay, we have limited amount to earn. Suppose you have to earn that minimum limit will be there, you have to pay some rate of tax to the government. Okay, so in that time the businessman will have to pay the tax. Okay, this is a settlement of taxation liabilities. Next is comparative study. Comparative study means it provides the facility of comparative study of these various aspects of the business. What are that various aspects here? Profits, sales, expenses, incomes. Okay, we have to study each and everything. So with that of previous year. Okay, so whenever profits are getting this year, so that profits are while comparing to the previous year, so that is a comparative study means we have to compare. The name itself is there na, compare. Okay, what are the profits are getting, how much is the sales amount, so how many transactions will be there, so the transactions are will comparing to the previous year, and helps the businessman to locate significant factor leading to the changes if any. So this is a comparative study. The next is sale of business. Sale of business. Suppose any businessman is not interested to do the business, then what's that person, he wants to sell that business to some other persons, or else he have to give to her his friend, or if that businessman interested to sell his business in the market, so whatever it is a sale of business. Okay, so under this, if accounts are properly maintained, so it helps in to ascertain the proper purchase price in the case of businessman is interested to sell his business. Suppose you have to sell that business, you have to keep all these accounts correctly now, because whenever the purchasing man, he wants to check all those things, like okay, these entries are correct, okay, so this much is a balances in the ledger account. So at that time it is helpful to the businessman is interested to sell his business. Next is assistance to the insolvent person. Next is assistance to the insolvent person. What is the meaning of insolvent? Insolvent means any person is unable to pay to his creditors. Suppose you taken some amount of money from your friend, that is rupees 10,000. So you want to give that 10,000 in a 1 month. Okay, so at that 1 month completed, you have not paid to your friend that 10,000 rupees. You have not some money, you have not in position to pay that money, then that time you is a insolvent person. You are unable to pay money to his friend, so that's why the used word is insolvent. So instead of that person is not paying amount to the creditors, at that time use the word is insolvent. If any person is maintaining proper accounts and unfortunately he becomes insolvent, so he can explain many things about the past with the help of accounts and can start a fresh life. Okay, so this is a assistance to the insolvent person. Next is assistance to various parties. Assistance to various parties means it provides information to various parties. So in that before class we discussed now who are the users of accounting: internal users and external users. So the accounting is what, providing information to the various parties or various users, that is owners, creditors, investors, government, manager, public, and employees, and financial position of a business enterprise from their own viewpoint. Okay, the financial accounting gives information to the various parties. Next is facilitating in raising loans. Facilitating in raising loans. Accounting facilitates raising loan from lender. Lender means what? Giving money with some rate of interest. Okay, so that person is an a lender. Borrower means what? The person who has to take money from the lender. So here accounting facilitates raising loan from lenders by providing them the required financial information. So for that loans raising also, the accounting gives some providing the required financial information. Next is assistance to the management. Assistance to the management means for who will take the decisions in the business or in any business, so management will take the decisions. Okay, so in accounting assists the management in taking the managerial decisions. Okay, under this examples of this is projected cash flow statement facilitates the management to know the future receipts and payments and to take decisions regarding anticipated surplus or any shortage of funds. So under this cash flow statement we have to prepare how much is a surplus money or any deficit money is a, so the management is to know about this future. Okay, in future how much is a surplus getting or there is any shortage of funds. Okay, so so sometimes surplus is getting, then how to utilize that surplus amount. Okay, next any shortages is there where you have to, where you have to consolidate means where you have to cover the money with the shortage of funds. Okay, so the management is to take decisions regarding this anticipated surplus and shortage of funds. Okay, next is facilitates control over assets.